This is English conversation practice for beginners.
And today, we are talking about mistakes. Real mistakes. The ones beginners make every day.
Don't worry, we all make mistakes, even us.
Yes, even us.
But here's the good news. Today, you will learn how to fix them.
After this video, your English conversations will feel much more natural.
Much more confident.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. We are so happy you are here with us today.
This channel is for beginners, for people who want to speak English but maybe feel a little nervous.
Or confused. Or maybe you studied English before, but speaking is still hard.
Yes, that's normal, and that is exactly why we are here.
Every video, we practice real English, simple English, the kind people actually use in daily life.
Not textbook English, real English.
So if this is your first time here, welcome to the family.
And if you come back every day, wow, your English will really improve. We promise.
We really promise. Smiles.
Okay, before we start, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Are you subscribed to Easy English Podcast?
Oh, good question, Sarah. If you are not subscribed yet, please do it now. Just press the button. It takes 2 seconds.
2 seconds. And it really helps us make more videos for you.
And if you are watching with a friend right now, share this video with them. Learning English together is so much more fun.
So much more fun. Okay, and if you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. It really makes our day.
It really does. Okay, Sarah, are we ready?
We are ready. Let's talk about mistakes.
So, Sarah, why did we choose this topic today?
Great question. Because when beginners speak English, they often make the same mistakes. Not big mistakes, small mistakes. But these small mistakes can make conversations feel awkward.
Awkward. That's a good word. It means uncomfortable, not natural.
Yes. For example, someone asks you a question. You want to answer, but the words come out wrong and you feel embarrassed.
Or you say something and the other person looks confused, and you think, did I say something wrong?
Exactly. That feeling. We want to help you fix that.
So today, we have 5 common mistakes. 5.
And for each mistake, we will show you the wrong way and the right way.
Easy, right?
Very easy. Let's start with mistake number 1.
Okay, mistake number 1. This is very, very common.
What is it, Mike?
It's this. When someone asks you a question, beginners often just say yes or no, and that's it. The conversation stops.
Oh, yes, I know this one.
Let me show you. Sarah, do you like coffee?
Yes.
Okay. See, the conversation just stops. It's not natural.
Right. Now let me try the better way. Mike, do you like coffee?
Yes, I love coffee. Actually, I drink 2 cups every morning. Do you?
See the difference?
Big difference. He added a little information. He added a feeling, I love. He added a detail, 2 cups every morning. And then he asked back, do you?
That last part is very important. Asking back. It keeps the conversation going.
You can say, yes, I love it because, or no, not really, I prefer.
Just a few more words, that's all.
You can practice this right now. In the comments, write, yes, I love coffee because, or no, I prefer tea because.
We want to read your answers.
Okay, stay with us. We'll practice this kind of thing again at the end of the video, too.
Okay, mistake number 2. Mike, this one is very common with beginners.
What is it?
It's using I am with the wrong verbs. For example, beginners sometimes say, I am agree.
Oh, yes, I hear this a lot.
But the correct way is I agree, no am.
So, I am agree is wrong. I agree is correct.
Exactly. Let me give you more examples. Wrong, I am think so. Correct, I think so.
Wrong. I am want to go. Correct. I want to go.
You see the pattern? With verbs like think, want, agree, know, understand, we don't use I am.
We just use I and then the verb. Simple.
I think, I want, I agree.
Say it with us. I think, I want, I agree.
Good. This is a small change, but it makes your English sound so much more natural.
So much more natural.
Okay, number 3. This one, I think everyone does this. I did this too when I was learning.
What is it?
It's translating directly from your language into English, word by word.
Oh, this is a big one.
For example, in some languages, you say something like, I have hungry, because in that language, that's how you say it.
But in English, we say, I am hungry.
Right. Or another one, in some languages, you might say, I have 25 years, but in English, we say, I am 25 years old.
We use I am for age, not I have.
So the advice here is, don't think in your language first, then translate. Try to feel the English phrases.
I know, that sounds hard.
It is hard at first, but the more you listen, the more you practice, these phrases become natural. They become automatic.
And that's why listening to podcasts like this one is so helpful.
Exactly. You are training your brain to think in English,
Little by little.
little by little.
Mike, can I ask you something personal?
Of course.
When you were learning a new language, what was your biggest mistake?
Oh, Okay, my biggest mistake was I was scared to speak. I just stayed quiet. I thought, if I don't speak, I won't make mistakes.
And did that work?
No! It made everything worse because the only way to get better at speaking is to speak,
Exactly. Even with mistakes.
especially with mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn.
So to everyone watching, please don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes them. The important thing is you try.
You try, and you try again.
Beautiful. Okay, we have 2 more mistakes. Let's keep going.
Mistake number 4. Sarah, I love this one.
Me too. What is it?
Beginners often learn one way to greet someone. Just one. Like, how are you?
And then they only know one answer. I am fine, thank you. And you?
I am fine, thank you. And you?
Exactly. It sounds like a robot or like reading from a textbook.
Real people don't always say that. Real people say things like,
Pretty good.
not bad, thanks.
I'm doing well.
Tired, but good.
Can't complain.
That last one is funny. Can't complain means things are okay. Not perfect, but okay.
And these phrases sound so much more natural, so much more human.
And also, real people use different questions, not just, how are you? You can say,
How's it going?
what's up?
How have you been?
Everything okay?
All of these mean the same thing. How are you? But they sound more natural in real conversation.
So practice saying one of these today. Instead of, how are you? Try, how's it going?
You can even write it in the comments. Write, how's it going? I'm doing well.
We love reading your comments.
Okay, last one, mistake number 5. And this one is not really a grammar mistake.
Oh, interesting. What is it?
It's this. Beginners often say, sorry, my English is not good, before they even start speaking.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you mean.
They apologize before they even try, and this makes them seem less confident. And sometimes the other person doesn't even know your English is not good until you tell them.
That's so true.
Instead of apologizing, just speak. If you make a mistake, that's fine. If someone doesn't understand, they will ask you to repeat.
You can say, please say that again? Or, can you speak slowly, please? These are perfectly normal things to say.
You don't need to be embarrassed. Everyone respects someone who is trying to speak a new language.
Everyone. It takes real courage to speak a foreign language.
Real courage. So stop apologizing. Start speaking.
You've got this.
You really do.
Okay, Sarah. Let's do a quick review. Quick tips.
Great idea. Tip 1. Always add a little more after yes or no. Don't let the conversation stop.
Tip 2. With verbs like think, want, agree, just say I and the verb. I think, I want, I agree. No, I am.
Tip 3. Try not to translate word by word from your language. Listen to English phrases and feel them.
Tip 4. Learn more ways to greet people. How's it going? What's up? Not bad, thanks.
Tip 5. Stop apologizing for your English. Just speak. Mistakes are okay.
Short answers are okay sometimes, but try to add one detail, one feeling, one question back.
That's all it takes to keep a conversation going.
That's all.
So, what did we learn today?
We learned 5 mistakes that beginners make and 5 ways to fix them.
And honestly, these are not hard fixes. They're small changes.
Small changes that make a big difference.
The most important thing is keep practicing, keep speaking, even when it feels hard.
Especially when it feels hard.
Because every time you practice, you get a little better. Every single time.
Every single time.
Okay, now it's your turn.
We want you to practice in the comments right now. Are you ready?
Here is your challenge. Write one sentence using what you learned today. For example,
How's it going? I'm doing well, thanks. I love learning English because it helps me communicate.
or try, I agree. I think English is difficult sometimes, but I enjoy the practice.
Or just, I'm not bad today. I had a busy morning, but now I'm relaxing with Easy English Podcast.
We love that one.
Whatever feels natural to you, write it below. We read every comment.
We do, and we reply.
So don't be shy. Your comment might help another learner too.
Your words matter.
Okay, everyone. That is our video for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
It really means a lot. You chose to practice English today. That is something to be proud of.
Seriously, not everyone does that. You did. Good for you.
And remember, fluency doesn't happen in one day. It happens little by little, video by video, conversation by conversation.
And we will be here with you every step of the way.
Every step.
Oh, and tomorrow we have a very fun video coming.
Yes, it is called English Speaking Practice. Answer these daily questions. We will ask you simple questions about your daily life, and you practice answering in English.
It's great for building confidence, and it's really fun.
Really fun, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it.
Okay, everyone. From me, Sarah,
And me, Mike.
keep practicing.
Keep smiling.